Hello indie game fan, I have a set of very weird games in this video, beginning with Hooked on You, a visual novel dating sim that stars the killers from Dead by Daylight. Yes, that asymmetric horror title with serial killers somehow has a dating sim spin-off where you might just end up dead if the wrong choices are made. I've heard mixed things about this game but cannot really tell how good it is since I'm out of my element, but nonetheless it is quite a curiosity. We also have the 1.0 release of the open world survival RPG Solace Crafting, one where the developer did reach out and it really seems like a hidden gem. Huge ambitious games like this from indie developers tend not to work out, but somehow this developer managed to make something fairly decent, and while it does look kind of jank, it did get a decent reception at the 1.0 release, where, lovingly or not, has been compared to a 90s Western RPG.
Ants. They're organized, industrious, and hungry.
One of the most impressive games that has been in early access since 2017 is Empires of the Undergrowth, a real-time strategy title where you are commanding an ant colony, releasing its latest update titled Fire Ant. Unsurprisingly, it adds this species of ant to the game, which have unique skills, and in addition to that, added a whole bunch of new scenarios and updates, where the developers are working towards a 1.0 release and is one of the best games in the space that has been overlooked.
Your victory over the outworld.
Another 1.0 release of interest is Star Valor, an open-world space sim title where you are piloting your own ship in the vast, procedurally generated galaxy. You have free reign to do pretty much what you want, from mining, trading, bounty hunting, or even becoming a space pirate, with plenty of deep systems to play with. This release has been 4 years in the making and I believe is from a solo developer, which is impressive, and while not the most graphically stunning title, is mechanically interesting enough.
Free your minds and sing the song of joy.
If you played Cult of the Lamb, and want a title that focuses more on the management aspect, Honey, I Joined a Cult might be of interest, one that is frequently updated and just put out the Peace and Love update. This of course adds hippie stuff to the game, frankly being quite impressive in how different this looks as compared to the base game, and yes, while cults are nothing to joke about, the management systems in this are pretty good. I hate horror games, so I've chosen the least scary trailer for The Mortuary Assistant, one that has the description "Embalm corpses, banish demons, save your soul," so you know what to expect. On top of performing your regular mortician duties of working on corpses, there are definitely demons and creepy stuff that will make you your pants, being very well received among horror game fans. One of you mentioned in the comments about Hellish Quart and its latest update, so I had to check back in on this weapon fighter, where they added a new character named Marta, who is a skilled fencer, and more interestingly, an experimental first-person mode. Now the developers are still saying that this is meant to be a side-on fighting game like Bushido Blade, but to have the balls to try a first-person mode is neat, where the base game seems to be doing very well for them.
Boot up your Sawayama Powerlands and dial into
Last Call BBS was in early access for a very short time, where the last title from acclaimed puzzle game developer Zachtronics is a must-get for fans of this developer. While I don't have any experience with this era in computing, from what I gather, a BBS is a bulletin board system which was a way of sharing files in the past, where this game simulates that by having you downloading the games in real time, which can take minutes. It's a weird throwback, but with 8 varied games to try, some of which are tributes to their earlier games, is a decent send-off for a legendary developer.
BBS has all the software you never knew you needed.
The latest Vampire Survivors like of interest is Bone Razor Minions, one that comes to us from developer Anthony Case, which has a catalogue of games that I like, so this is of interest as well.
Reanimate!
I'm so excited about this since Crypt of the Necrodancer has not had an update for 5 years, where we're looking at the Synchrony DLC, one that adds 3 new characters, full mod support, new weapons, spells, enemies and more, and even 8-player online co-op and versus. And for more awesome roguelites, watch this video and I will see you after the jump.